Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jacqueline and this is Party Candy, where I teach you how to be a balloon baddie. Today I'm going to be showing you how I made this amazing balloon install, what I call like an Instagrammable little wall. It's so cute. This type of garland organic install makes for the perfect pictures. I mean, look at this. You can fit, you can fit like 4 people here. You can all get up in here. But anyways, this is a perfect install for a party. This was inspired by a bachelorette party that I did this past weekend. I'll put a picture up here. I did a very similar style install, just using latex balloons and really fun foils and orbs that just make everything pop, all the textures, the streamers at the bottom. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it and list all the products that I use so that you can go and get these products yourself. Whether you're a balloon business owner or just someone that's throwing a party and you want something really cool for your guests to take pictures with, this is the perfect video for you. Let's jump right in. All right, you guys, so today we're going to be working in a corner like this. I personally like a corner because you're able to just like surround yourself with balloons and it makes for amazing pictures. So before we get started, I'm going to go over everything I'm choosing to use today. Feel free to exchange colors. I'll leave every color, every brand of balloon that I do end up using today, as well as all of my typical materials. I'll list them below per usual. All right, first things first, we're definitely going to need your balloon blower. Save so much time. Clips of your choice today. I'm using the little sticky hooks. I'll also link these below, but feel free to use whatever hook situation you have. I'll also link below my video on how to hang a garland if you've not watched that video. Painter's tape, because I will be using the hooks today. I've got a few choices for orbs and like different foil balloons. I love adding these in like at the end, just depending on what look you're going for. You can get whatever. Again, I'll link the ones that I do end up using below. And then of course, all of my latex, all different colors and sizes. Again, I'll be listing below what I do end up using. All right, so the key to a design like this is using different sizes of balloons to give you like dimension and texture. So there's really no wrong way to do it, but I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. So for those of you that are truly trying to replicate this, I'll say everything I'm doing. So I'm going to start with some lilac. I'm going to start by making 2 big chunks. So I'm just going to do like one here and one here. So yeah, I'm going to start with lilac. I'm going to start with a 17-inch balloon and a 12-inch balloons. These are Jamar lilac. So I'm going to do 2 pairs like this, 17 and 12. Remember, you want to round out your balloons to get that perfect shape. So I'm going to do 2 of those. And then I'm going to do a pair of 12s. I'm actually out of lilac, so I'm just going to do the 3rd one. Just connect it to one of my pairs. So what you'll want to do, your 360s, if you don't have 360s, get you some. I'm just going to grab one of them. Start with my 11-17 pair, or my 12 and 17 pair, and just tie that 260, 360 to one of these. And I'm going to grab my bunch of 12s, just kind of wrap it around, pull it through, and then grab my other 11-17 and just wrap it around that new pair and then around the old pair, and then just kind of tie it off when you're done. So we've made 1 chunk, and I also have all of my 5-inch pairs. So I'm going to go ahead and make a couple pairs of these. So this is just a quad of 5s. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take the end of that 260 and just kind of press it in to this and wrap it around that quad. You just kind of make a really fun little shape here. And I'm going to tie that off. So yeah, we've got one chunk. We're going to start right here. All right, next up we have our pink jamar, number 057. So start again by making a 17 11-inch pair. Make 2 of those. And then we're going to make 6 pairs of 12-inch balloons. 3 pairs of 12-inch balloons. And now let's blow up our 4 5-inch balloons. All right, so let's start with the 12-inch pair this time. Tie your 260 to that 12 pair. And then grab one of your 17 11s, twist it around. Let's grab another 12 pair. Ooh. One more 12 pair. And then our final 17 11, and then your 4-inch pair. Just kind of stuff it in there somewhere. So we're going to tie it off. And so I've got a nice fun pair again. Don't be afraid to move the balloons around, because like you can see my 2 17s ended up at the back, but I want some of them showing in the front, so don't ever be afraid to just kind of move them around. So cool, we've got a fun little pair here. So what I've gone ahead and done, I've hung my clip on the wall and tied my 260 to it. If you haven't watched my video on how to hang garlands, I'll link that below. I'm gonna go ahead and tie my 260 to this other hook. And we're just gonna get started attaching these pairs to the wall. So just kind of find like what I think looks best and then tie it around. Now we're gonna get our pink pair, do the same thing, just kind of find a fun spot for it and tie it around. So we've kind of got, we're not going to go any higher than this, and we're going to start just filling it around it. I'm going to do what I did in the example and the example photo, which is I used a bunch of 12-inch balloons to go down in the middle. For this one, I'm going to use Jamar Fuchsia Metallic 12-inch balloons. I'm not using any other size, just 12-inch balloons will do for this centerpiece. So I ended up doing 8 pairs of the 12-inch fuchsia balloons. They're all the same size, so it does not matter what order you put these in. I will be back. For this center section, I'm going to go ahead and add one more clip to the middle. So now that we got our piece, we're going to just kind of flip it in the middle. So I can see we just kind of have like this T shape, and we're going to fill in another cluster here and another cluster here. So let's keep going. For our next little cluster, I'm going to use this random gold that I got off Amazon. I'll link it below. I bought it a long time ago. Personally, I just don't want to use my good gold balloons because one, they're pricier, and two, I'm going to pop this when I'm done. So these are all 12-inch. Alright, so let's go ahead and get another 260 and tie it to our 12-inch pair and connect all of them together. Be right back. All right, so we've got our gold cluster. I'm thinking I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick it under this pink one. I have the end of the 260 still from putting it together, so I'm just gonna attach it to the pink using that 260. And for right now, don't worry about if your 260 shows at all, because we can always go in and cover that up with like a 5-inch balloon or whatever, or foils at the very end. So just don't be too concerned about your 260 showing. We're gonna go in with a darker purple. Let's see. This is Jamar Lilac Purple. Actually, no, this is Jamar Purple number 008. It's just a matte purple. So we're gonna do this one similar to how we did this pink one. We're gonna do 2 pairs of 17 and 12s, and then 2 pairs of 12s, and then 4 5-inch. Okay, now we're gonna get our 260 yet again and tie together all these purple balloons. So we've got our 17 12. We're gonna do 12 12, another 12 12, and a 17 12. And then get our 4-inch pair. Just kind of place it in the middle for some variety. And then tie it off. In this instance, I ended up using all my 260, so I'm gonna tie a new one around this pair and attach to the above pair. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna keep on adding to this side just for the balance purposes. Again, this is just organic and free form, so like however big you want to make your sections, this is just kind of how you generally would put it together. It's like Legos. I always say that. So now I think I'm gonna take some silver. So these are 9-inch silver Jamar. Let's go ahead and do those. All right, again, we're gonna get our 260 and attach together all of the pairs that we just did. Again, we just did 6 pairs of these, so 12 9-inch balloons total. Put them together. This outfit is cute, but it is not a good outfit to do balloons in. I ended up using 12 balloons total, so this is 6 pairs of 9-inch Qualitex silver, and I'm just going to attach it right next to the pink. So again, I have my end of my 260. I'm just going to get in there on that pink. Beautiful. And I actually did another pair off camera. This is Sempertex Reflex Pink. These are all 12-inch balloons. I did 5 pairs of 12 and then a quad of 5-inch balloons. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here. I think that'll look pretty good. I went ahead and did a 5-inch cluster. This is 12 rose by Jamar, 5-inch rose balloons by Jamar. I'm going to go ahead and attach right next to my purple, I think, on this side. All right, I'm gonna step back and look at this. So I'm definitely feeling the vibe here. The problem is this wall's a lot bigger than this wall, so I'm running out of space. But just be sure to center it on each side so that it makes sense. So I'm gonna keep working with it and start adding in my foil balloons. So I love this fun disco ball balloon. I believe And this is by Anagram. I'll link it below. I'm just gonna kind of add these in. The best way to do this is to attach a 260 to it. I'll show you an example in a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and attach this disco ball balloon. Just gonna again, just kind of use your 260s. Okay, so this is how you'll use your 260 and your orb. So you'll grab your 260 and use this neck of the balloon. Let me get closer. So you'll get a 260 and just kind of like roll it on the neck so that you end up with something like this, and then just tie it. Twice so that it's attached, just like that. It'll be really fun. For anyone that's not familiar with orbs, these are by Anagram and they come in so many fun prints and styles. So again, I will link those below. In the example, I had a ring in the middle because it was a bachelorette party, but I'm just gonna go ahead and use this fun tie-dye balloon by Qualitex. I just love all these textures, they're so fun. So again, just like I just showed you, we're gonna wrap a 260 around that neck, tie it tight. Twice, and then attach where we think it'll look really cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach another clip to the back of this because unfortunately it's not staying with the one clip that's back there. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now that I've got basically everything in is just go back and fill in some of these gaps that I don't like, where I can see some of the 260s. Really, I'm just seeing a gap here, and honestly, that's it. Maybe a little bit more here. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow those up. When you're done with yours, just do a similar thing. Just step back, look at what you have, and just make a little cluster. So I think I'm just gonna do another cluster of 4. Let's do that. All right, so we just made a little cluster and I'm just gonna attach it in here. Yeah, that looks perfect. I think I'm gonna do a little bit more of the pink just right there. All right, so I got another little 4 and I'm just gonna attach it kind of onto those other 5, so just where it looks right. Bring it down. Okay. Another last little step I like to do is get whatever masking tape you have, roll it into just like a little ball like this, and go take any hairs that you see off. My hair is everywhere, so I always have to do this step. All right, for this last part, I'm gonna use one of these streaky backdrops, and I'm gonna cut it and kind of just like hang it from the bottom like I did in my example. It adds just like a fun flare to your backdrop. So let's get this open. Okay, so what you're gonna do is just cut it into chunks. So probably gonna end up cutting this into 4 pieces. So just grab what you, doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm gonna cut off this end, chunkier end, and now we're left with this long strand, and I'm just gonna wrap it around any balloon at the bottom. You could also just keep it like this and kind of tuck it in between some balloons like this. So yeah, then we're gonna get our scissors and just cut near the bottom. Now I have this chunk that I just cut off that we can add in somewhere. One last little chunk, we're gonna put it in the middle. I hate this string so much. It sticks on my feet. I hate it. Alright you guys, that completes today's video. I so love how this turned out. I hope you guys find it helpful. For those of you that aren't balloon business owners, I hope that you can create this at home for any parties you have. I mean, look how cute this is. It makes like the cutest little pictures. You could fit like 4 people here. But yes, I love it. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have any questions, hit me below in the comments. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, reach out to me. I'm typically pretty good about responding. But yeah, I hope you love it, and I'll see you next time.